Hello, good morning. My name is Keisha Stowe, and I am going to show you how to determine whether or not your business is in a low income area. One of the requirements for the economic injury disaster loan that was enacted as a part of the stimulus package that was enacted in December of last year is that you have to now be in your business has to now be in a um, low income area. So a lot of you may be wondering, how do I determine that? How do I identify whether or not I'm in a low income area? So I'm going to take you to the steps to being able to identify that, as well as take you to some other resources that may assist you. So I'm going to share my screen. Give me a second. All right, so this is SBA's, the Small Business Administration's website when it comes to coronavirus relief. If you have not um, gone to this website yet, I recommend that you do so. It is very, 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 very helpful. Now, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of the terms and a lot of the things that they're talking about may seem far-fetched, it may seem ambiguous, but I promise you, if you at least take a look at this, it'll give you some clarity into the different programs and the different options that are available to you. Um, in the website, the link is actually here. So now, there are 5 different programs that are being offered, and here are the 5 different programs, and they are all offered to different audiences, right? So they are targeted to different businesses, and they have different requirements. Some people may, or some businesses may be eligible for multiple programs. So I would recommend that you check them all out. But for the sake of this video, we are going to talk about um, the economic injury disaster loan. So unlike previous to December of 2020, the economic injury disaster loan that came out March, April timeframe of last year offered a grant up to $10,000. Now, this new uh, loan with the same name does not offer any grants. That money has been expended, it is no longer available. But this new phase of the program has different requirements as well. And so it's changed to this, the targeted EIDL advance. And as you can see, the EIDL advance is no longer available. That was the one that gave businesses that $10,000 grant that did not have to be paid back. That is no longer available. What's available now is this targeted EIDL advance. So that's what we're going to look at. So here are the requirements for that targeted EIDL advance. And one of the requirements I'm going to go over today is this requirement. Now, SBA has stated that they're going to send notices out, and the notices that they send out are going to be based on whether or not your business applied for um, the EIDL last year. So they're going to use that information to determine whether or not you meet the requirements for this new or the targeted EIDL. So you don't have to contact them. But if you did not apply for the EIDL, then I would highly recommend that you apply for the loan now, especially if you are in a low income community or area. So, as far as a low income community, what is that, right? How do you determine that? Well, the IRS has already determined what that means. So, we're going to look at some IRS code, this IRS code. Okay, so we're at the code. We're going to go down to E, right? Section E or paragraph E. So, paragraph E, low income community. It is defining what a low income community is. And income communities are based on a census tract. So when we do that census every 10 years and they do the population census, that also includes income, right? And that's how districts are created, generally speaking. So that population census tract is maintained in a database. Now, the um, the Census Bureau has a mechanism for you to be able to identify based on your address whether or not your business or your business's address or headquarters is located in a low income community. This translates to SBA's Hub Zone program. And so, Hub Zone, meaning historically underutilized business zone, is a program that is offered through the Small Business Administration. Now, that specific program offers um, contracts, so to speak, to federal government contracts to businesses within that area. But there are some requirements for that as well. So once you identify that you are in a low income community, I would highly recommend that you apply for SBA's or check out the requirements first to applying for SBA's Hub Zone program. And if you meet all of the requirements, because clearly you would have met the low income community portion of it, just check to see if you meet all the other requirements of the program and then apply for the program. If you are not familiar with SBA's website, don't worry, we're going to kind of go over that really quickly in reference to their different programs, but mainly the Hub Zone program. Again, that Hub Zone program is the historically underutilized business zone program, and it's for businesses that are located in urban and rural areas. Now, what we mean by urban is um, those largely populated metropolitan areas that generally have average that generally have low incomes, right? Because of course, all of this is drawn from uh, the census. So the census takes into account population size as well as income, household income. So now that we know what a low income community or area is, we are going to go to the SBA's website. It's just sba.gov. If you have a business and you are not registered with SBA, I highly recommend that you do so. And then kind of just peruse, check out their different programs, check out what they offer. Some people say that that their SBA doesn't offer much for them, but I will recommend that you check out their website. You can definitely find some useful things there. So again, we're going to talk about specifically federal contracting, right? Because that Hub Zone program is a program that was designed for federal contracting. So here we go, Hub Zone program. Now, this is going to give you some more information in detail about the program's requirements, the benefits of the program, and how to get certified in the program. But we're not going to do that today. Specifically today, we're going to take a look at, we want to access that database for you to be able to identify whether or not your business is in one of those low income communities. All right. And you see here, one of the program qualifications are you must have your principal office must be located in a hub zone. So your principal office is your headquarters, the office that you primarily use. So I'm going to click on that and it's going to take me to this map. Now, this map is your secret sauce because if you put in an address here, it's going to be able to identify or tell you whether or not your business is located in a census tract, whether it's in a qualified county or Indian land, right? So I'm going to put in a couple of addresses. I don't want to put in my address. So I'm just going to, I know a few areas that are a hub zone. So I'm going to take a couple of addresses that are in that area, and we'll see what comes up. So I'm going to use this address, 2547 Decker Boulevard. And so the address populates once you start doing it, typing it in. Oh, this is no longer a hub zone area. So this address is not located in a hub zone area. But check it out. You see the blue? The blue designates a census tract. So any address that's located in this area would be considered a hub zone, right? So let me find, I'm just going to go to one of these streets and find an address on one of these streets. And then we'll see if it actually brings out, if it actually identifies that the address is in a hub zone. So I'm going to use Clifford Drive. So I'm going to try this 7227 Clifford Drive. Oops. And as you can see, this address, 7227 Clifford Drive, is actually inside of a census tract. So that identifies that this address is in a low income community or area, right? Based on the IRS code and definition for low income community. So this is a way, using this map will help you identify whether or not your business meets that qualification. And if you meet that qualification, check out the other requirements. We'll go back to them. Let me see, let me see. So once you've identified that your business is in the area, is in a low income area or community, then you want to go and see if you meet the other requirements of the targeted EIDL advance, which is this one here. Apply for the loan if you haven't already. And SBA will identify, they will verify whether or not you're in a low income community. And if you've already applied for the loan, either prior to this video, anytime prior to this video, SBA is going to reach out to you. If they haven't, I would suggest you shoot them in an email just to kind of check on your status. They may not get back with you, and it may take them a while to get back with you because I'm sure they're going through a lot of businesses to be able to identify which businesses could qualify for this loan. So again, I hope that's helped you. I hope that's brought to light some different things that the SBA offers and giving you a little more information on the Hub Zone program. All right. So I'll be posting videos every now and then. So just check back with me. Talk to you later. Bye.